hope everyone's new year has been great so far. Today what I'm going to be showing you is my sour jars. Today is January 12th and today is the first full moon of 2017. Now, I've discussed full moons on my Instagram, on YouTube, as well as my Facebook. I'm always talking about the different types of moons. And for those of you that want to, kick off and start off the year with a lot of energy and just, handling everything that you need to handle and nipping it right in the bud, I'm going to show you what you should be doing. Okay, so today you're going to get a lot of energy from the full moon. After the full moon, there's going to be a waning moon. And of course, you know what a waning moon is. You're working on repelling, you're working on crossing up, you're working on reversing, you're working those doom candles, death upon my enemies, you're working damnation, you're hexing, you're crossing, you're jinxing, you're doing all of that good stuff. Okay, that's what you're going to be doing. That's what usually when the full moon starts, I love to take the time to cleanse my altar as well as cleanse myself. I mean, it's always good to cleanse yourself, but you can get more energy working with the full moon. And for those of you that you really don't know when to work on certain days and you're just following the moons, I recommend you to get used to working the energies on certain days as well. The full moon has a lot of great energy, but it's also on a Thursday, a day that you will be working for business, success, prosperity. You'll be working on these days to help move along your business and draw in more money. You can also take the time to work a Thursday to help you with success in school, to help you to move along at work and move up the ladder. What I'm going to show you today is my sour jar, and I know a lot of you will prefer working it on the full moon, but you could do it on Tuesday, you could do it on a Saturday, you could do it at midnight as well. Educate yourself more and, create more energy around yourself when you start working spells. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some of you out there, you're not doing things right. You don't have the good energy. You're working and working every day, draining your soul to kill somebody and take away all the energy from them and to break them. And you're not getting no results because you're just a fucked up person overall. You did a lot of shit to people and now shit is coming back to you and nothing is moving to you. And you're not going to get what you want. You done did a lot of shit. Like, I'm really tired of people pretending to be victims. You're not a victim. Don't pretend to be a victim. I know a lot of people that they do bad things to people for years and years and years. And then when they want that one good favor to come, it won't come. It won't move. There's nothing that's going to be good coming to you. And that's just something that you're going to have to deal with for a lifetime because of all the bad things that you have done to people. And I don't feel sorry for people like that. I honestly don't, because they wanna pull out the victim card and say, oh, help me, this is happening. You know what? You deserve it. You honestly deserve it. And this brings me right into my sour jar. When I created my sour jar, it was to work on individual people that are out there going against others, turning their back on their friends and their relatives. And then then what they do is they go to a spiritual worker and they try to pretend like, they don't know why things are bad. You know why things are bad because you've been doing bad shit to people for a really, really, really long time. And nothing will save you. There are some of you out there that will not be saved. Nothing will cleanse you. You will have to deal with it. It is written, okay? It is written in the book that you shall suffer for everything that you have put people through. And a lot of you don't have no empathy. But then all of a sudden you wake up and you, oh my God, feel for me, help me, please pray for me. No, bitch, you ain't getting that from me. I don't sympathize with people like that. I honestly don't. And if you're going to cross me and you're going to turn on me, it's written. There's nothing I could do. I know you're going to do it. I love watching people hang themselves. All you got to do is keep feeding them the rope little by little. And they hang themselves. And when people turn on you, like I told you guys, when people turn on you, let them turn on you. Don't fix that relationship. Let that relationship between you and them go bad. Let it. Let it. Because a lot of times, a lot of people are better off out your life than in. Because them being in your life, they're going to create the badness around you. They're going to create that bad energy. They're going to just pull you down. You won't move forward. The only way you're going to move forward is by pushing them back. And that's what you need to do. Do not start your new year off with anyone around you that is causing so much pain in your life. You don't need to hold on to them. They're not going to change. Why hold on to them? Do what you need to do and place their asses into a sour jar. Now, my sour jar is, I didn't create it for couples. If you're looking to break someone up, you can use the 4 thieves vinegar and add in your own, mixture and your herbs and whatever you want to add into there to create that breakup. You can also use skulls. I've discussed this, letting you know what you can do using the black skulls to turn people against each other. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and tell you my full ritual. Many of you want the ritual on how to do certain things. These are my secrets. This is what I do. But I will teach you how to create your own. And I'll give you an outline of that. So what I want to get into is my sour jar. I want to get right into this because a lot of things I realize are happening, and a lot of you guys sit there and you let things simmer in your life, and you're not dealing with the situation as you should. You're not dealing with why the problem got to the way it is now. You want to just deal with the problem. You have to deal with every single thing that came in that started your problem. Okay, my sour jar. Let me let you guys look inside of here. This is my own blend. I don't use lemon juice. I don't want to use lemon juice. Lemon juice has sugar in it. Why would I use lemon juice at all? Every single thing that I'm using, I make sure that it blends well. Okay, you might not even be able to see too good inside of it, but that is my blend. It's really thick. It's like a fermented base. I cannot share with you guys, of course, what I have in there, but I'm going to give you an outline on how to create your own sour jars. Okay, so my sour jar is focused on one person. So if you have created a sour jar, make it specifically for one person. Each and every single sour jar that I create is for that specific individual. And I always tell you, get a reading on. Get a reading on that person, on the situation. It's always good to. When you jump head in and you don't get a reading, you're going to leave yourself stuck. I do recommend a reading. Now, if you say, you know what, let me just get some products and do this and do that, then you get yourself stuck. And then you want to blame someone. I'm not the one that you're going to blame for a spell you created yourself. I'm not going to deal with that. And what you guys need to understand is every single video I speak about what certain oils could do, certain herbs could do. So if you do purchase it from my shop, please do not expect instructions on it. Now, I will give you an outline on how to work it. But for those of you that want detail for detail, step by step, come on, give me a break. Like, seriously, I can't do that. I can't do that. You know how many of you are new to this and I'm making videos and trying to explain to you guys how to work it, and then you ask me if I can give you detail for detail? I don't do that. I can't do that. That's me breaking into my spell, into my ritual, into my service, and sharing a lot of intimate details on how I do things. I can't do that. You have to create your own spell. You have to create your own things. You have to. So when you do purchase an oil, I will explain to you. It's in a video. Please watch it. I'm not doing these videos and then you're going to ask me every single question, which I have spoken about in my videos already. So please watch the videos. And if you don't want to watch the videos, then you're not going to know how to work the things that you purchase. I always give an outline. I'll give a little outline when you message me. How do I work this? I'll tell you. Don't go messing with jars that you don't know nothing about at all. When you create your sour jar, what you're going to do is create a blend, okay? Now, my paste that I have, I'm not working no candles on this at all. There's no candle magic working on my paste. Now, my sour jar can go into the freezer, but I love it sitting, fermenting with your ass in it, creating the most sour situations for you all around you. I love sitting it in a nice dark place where no one is going to touch it, where no one is going to move it. And let me tell you something, my sour jars are not being worked for 9 days. They're not being worked for 7. I'm leaving your ass in there. And when I tell you I'm leaving your ass in there, you are left in there to the point where I'm not even gonna remember that I left you in there. I'm sitting you in there for years plus. Like, this is not something that I play around with. It takes a lot to push my buttons. It does, because I just brush people off half of the time, and I'm not gonna let someone that is nothing at all, just straight garbage, come into my life and not have the understanding that I'm a spiritual worker, and then you want to mess with me. I don't make threats. I don't do that. That's a waste of time. I'll let you have your say. And everyone has their time and everyone has their moments. So take whatever you can take from that. Me, I'm not going to tolerate no bullshit. So for everyone else out there that's working spiritually, even if this is the first time you have ever watched my video, take no bullshit from nobody. Don't do it. Okay? Deal with them right away. Jar their ass up. Okay? I'm sitting you in the fermentation of my blend. And you know, everything in here is all natural. There's no oils at all. I created this blend. I usually do it like every 4 months. And I have like a 60-ounce jar. And I let it sit for sometimes 6 months. Just creating just big old nasty mess. Because that's what I want to do to you. When my clients come to me and they tell me of all the evil and the wickedness, even when I do a reading, because a lot of times when I do readings, I tell you, listen, don't tell me nothing. Let me tell you. And when I have to explain back to you all of the wickedness that was going on behind your back, the first thing I tell them is, listen, figure out what you want done. And if they figure out what they want done, then I'll create a spell for them. Now, a lot of times, they don't know what they want done. So I recommend my big old nasty sour jar to destroy y'all mother. You know, a lot of times, I watch my clients suffer. They're just suffering. And it's like, damn, you live with this person. This is your family member. You love this person. And look at the shit that they do to you. I'm going to light some incense. A lot of times you trust someone, you're with someone. I'll give you guys an example of the best ways to work this sour jar. Now, when you're going to work this sour jar on an individual person that has created hell into your life, think about first every single thing that you went through. And if the crime fits the punishment, place them in one of these jars. From the time that I decided to create this jar, I knew it was something good when the idea came to my head. Because I know a lot of people use lemon juice and then they slice up the lemons. I ain't making no lemonade. What am I doing? I'm destroying you. This jar is going to fuck up their money. This jar is taking away any love, any sex, any pleasure they will ever think of having. Okay? No job won't want to mess with them. No friends, no family. They're going to be starving. They're going to be suffering. They're going to be doing so bad. This is my big old nasty sour jar. That's what you want. Start your new year off right. Start working with the full moon right. When you let certain things ferment for a long time and they sit there, you get the realness in it. Or everything is extracting. So that's why I really wanted it to ferment as well. I hope you guys have a really blessed day, and I hope that your new year really started off feeling blessed and no stress, and just take, don't take nothing for granted this year. Do what you got to do. Fuck them up, fuck them up, fuck them up.